Hey guys, welcome to Loving Living Local. I'm Josh Marces, and we are joined today by NBC6 morning anchor Brad Cisak. Brad, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Making my kind of hosting debut here on Loving Living Local.
Yeah, for sure. I know you've made a little cameo on the show before. Brad, I've been here with him for 6 hours, and I just figured out that it's his birthday today. So happy birthday to you.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You care to toss an age out there?
One short of 30.
Okay, so that 29th birthday for everybody, but it actually is. I got you. We're going to have a little fun here today, but before we get to the fun, we'll talk about the weather, which has not been a lot of fun here over the past few days. And again, we do have a heat advisory that's in effect for the remainder of the day today, and that heat advisory continues for us tomorrow as well. So we've been dealing with the high humidity, and we're seeing a little more sunshine here for today and tomorrow. So with that direct sunlight, our highs will likely be in the mid-90s. What that means really between the hours of 2 and 6 p.m., we'll have those heat index values about 105 to 109. So very warm day for us. You want to limit your time outside. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water as well and just kind of stay hydrated. That will be the case for us tomorrow. May see this heat advisory extended in some areas on Friday as well, but we will have some relief this weekend. Cold front moves through. It won't drop our temperatures a ton, but it will bring some cloud cover. It will bring some cooling rain showers to the region. The humidity will kind of get blown out of here a little bit. So I think we'll be done with the heat advisories over the weekend. But for your 4th of July, we are expecting there will be some rain around during the day. So keep that in mind if you have some barbecue plans. But I think we're looking pretty good for the fireworks late in the day. Most of this rain should come to an end by sunset, so pretty good idea, Brad. Just stay inside here for the next few days.
Stay inside, drink plenty of water as we make it through to the weekend.
It's kind of common sense. We've all dealt with the heat before. Well, you know what time it is. We have 6 things you should know, and number 1 on our list today. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. We want to say thanks because today is National Post Office Worker Day. Of course, you'll want to thank your post women as well. National Postal Workers Day gives us a chance to show our appreciation for everything they do 6 days a week, rain, shine, and even the heat today.
Now, back in 1913, the Postal Service started delivering packages up to 11 pounds, and you could send anything as long as it didn't weigh too much, and I mean anything. That includes children. For the whopping price tag of just 15 cents, all right, you could deliver your kids to grandma's house for less than $1, and believe it or not, that kind of thing actually happened for more than a year before the Postmaster General decided probably wasn't the best idea. Can you imagine if that's going on in 2020? Right. You just mailing your kids off to wherever?
I would say this probably took place between like 1913 and 1915, so there's no video of that, but I would have liked to have seen that.
I just kind of imagined you take the child to the post office and with the stamp right there on their forehead and be like, all right, we're mailing them here.
They go in a box. You just kind of, you put the shipping label on their forehead or something like that. But we appreciate all that you are doing right now. Obviously, with the pandemic going on, they have been working double and triple time to get everything to people that they need. A lot of those kind of important life-saving things. So we definitely appreciate all that you have done for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Moving along now, our second thing today, the Internal Revenue Service is not extending the tax deadline. The 2019 tax filing and payment deadline is coming up on July 15th.
Now, it was postponed from April 15th because of the coronavirus pandemic. For people who can't meet the deadline, they can file for an extension to October 15th on the IRS website. Now, states may have different deadlines for their individual taxes. I wrapped mine up a while ago.
Yes.
Already got my return from the IRS
Pretty
there.
nice.
So all taken care of. Don't have to worry about that July 15th deadline, but it is quickly approaching.
I'm going to say I'm okay at math. Today's the 1st, 15th. That's 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away.
Yeah, you've still got a little time to do that. We're not right up against the deadline yet, but obviously they did push that back a little bit earlier this year. So maybe something to consider doing here over the next few days if you have not done it yet. All right, 2020. It's been a crazy year, right? Well, if you're scared of snakes on the ground, don't listen to this story because the reptiles are also in the sky. The paradise tree snake has been known to scientists for some time, but they never really understood how the species and other like it are able to glide through the air. Well, researchers discovered the undulating motion the snakes exhibit while gliding stabilizes them, which allows them to fly further.
Now, just a couple of footnotes to calm your nerves, which is good for me. First, the paradise tree snakes only live in South and Southeast Asia. Second, though these snakes are venomous, their venom is pretty weak. Like almost all snakes, they are considered harmless to humans, and I get they're physically harmless to humans. I don't know about mentally.
Just
you see a snake flying at you, it might freak you out.
Just kind of mentally terrifying. Do you have a snake phobia?
Not a big one. You know, the little snakes, little garden snakes, don't have a problem with those. If I happen to see the giant snakes or boas or anything like that, not a big fan of the snake exhibit at the zoo.
I really don't do anything flying through the air. So, you know, whether it's a bird, I mean, it's just kind of unexpected when something comes flying at you like that. I can only imagine how I would handle a snake flying at me from any direction, but that would be probably a difficult thing to deal with. Look at that.
I feel like it would be, you know, a little scarring. Like I said, the little garden snakes, things like that, I can just kind of walk around them, get away from them.
Right.
Flying snake, yeah, it's that. Any like water snakes, anything like that, not for me.
I think it's a top 5 phobia for most people. Sharks is my big thing, but flying snakes, you can now add that to the list. Fourth today, a new study suggests that looking at red light can improve declining eyesight. One study found that a few minutes of gazing into a deep red light could have a dramatic effect on preventing eyesight decline as people age. One researcher said the red light stimulates the health of mitochondria, which are like batteries in our cells.
Now, the hope is that the results can be replicated in future studies and approved by the FDA. The idea is to eventually make easy home-based therapy widely available. It would provide a new layer of protection against the natural aging processes that steal our eyes' sensitivity to light and ability to distinguish colors. You mentioned it's my birthday, getting older. I can notice that my eyesight has been kind of going down a little bit the last few years. Still, thankfully, don't need glasses, but I can see that maybe in the future that might be something that I need to look into.
Have they been telling us for years not to look into the light?
Now they want you to stare right into a red light.
Has to be a red light, though. Won't work if the light's blue or purple or something like that. You've got a ways to go to catch me in age, but I will tell you, within the last year, you know how people get readers when they look at menus? It's more difficult for me now. I've started noticing in the last few months, and I look down at something, like it takes a little while for my eyes to focus on the words. So
that's probably safe to say the red light laser pointers, don't shine those in your eye. That's probably not the red light they're talking about
like
here.
Need an approved red light medical device for us. Fifth today, and I don't think anybody will like this one, YouTube has announced it has increased the price of YouTube TV to $64.99 a month. It was previously $50 a month. The new monthly price already in effect for new members.
Now, existing subscribers will see changes in their subsequent billing cycle. YouTube says this hike reflects the rising cost of content, and it coincides with the launch of 8 Viacom CBS channels on the platform, including BET, CMT, Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon, the Paramount Network, TV Land, and VH1. $65 a month. Plus, you still have to pay for your internet at home. I think that's more than what I pay for all of my streaming services.
Do the math, like when you cut the cord, how much were you paying, but now you're paying for internet and YouTube TV, $65 a month. Plus, you're probably, as you mentioned a little bit earlier, you've got HBO, Disney Plus. Next thing you know, you're paying $200.
It's the same price that you were paying for the cable.
I kind of appreciate that they were just kind of upfront about it and they didn't try to slide it in like, hey, we're just going to increase it $2 or $3 a month every few months. They're just like, no, we're going right from the 50 to the 65.
Just jumping it up, at least if you have YouTube TV, you know that it is coming your way and you're not going to be surprised when you look at your billing statement.
There's a lot of other options out there. We'll see how this winds up working out for YouTube. And last today, scientists are experimenting with different non-medical masks to find the most effective face covering to help stop the spread of COVID-19. Now you can watch as a sneeze or a cough from a mannequin head wearing varying face coverings. The results showed that droplets from an uncovered cough were able to travel more than 8 feet.
Now, droplets from a bandana-covered cough traveled 3 feet. With a folded cotton handkerchief, droplets traveled 1 foot and 3 inches. And with the cone-style masks, they traveled about 8 inches. Now, stitched quilted fabric masks were the most effective, with droplets traveling 2.5 inches. I kind of have one of those quilted masks like that, you know, and it seemed like that kind of seems to be the way to go when it comes to the masks, is those sort of quilted ones.
Right.
But you could see just a drastic difference altogether compared to not wearing a mask to wearing any sort of facial covering.
It's kind of fascinating, all the things that they have to study right now, but yeah, hopefully you just find one that's comfortable and you're able to wear it around. I think that's just kind of the key to the game right now.
Yeah, like you see with that right there, kind of cool just seeing how they're able to sort of track how like a sneeze or droplets or anything like that can do with the weird sort of green kind of surrounding that mannequin there.
It's amazing. We're learning more and more every day. Well, stay with us because when we return, Fernanda is heading to Benchmark in Texarkana for a refreshing drink to cool us off in the summer heat.
And later in the show, we're showing you one local app that helps you eat, shop, and live local. That and more when we return.
Welcome back, guys, and today we are here at a Benchmark American Brasserie with my friend Jason Williams, and we know that you probably had to cancel a trip or two with everything that's been going on, but that's okay because he's taking us to the Caribbean today, making a delicious Caribbean cooler, which I'm really excited to try and see you make. Jason, thank you again for having us out today.
You're certainly welcome.
It's always so much fun hanging out here and seeing you make these craft cocktails that are really unique and really special here at Benchmark American Brasserie. Today we're making something really fun, and I see cilantro and I see oranges, and I'm excited. So tell us what we're making.
Well, just a very refreshing summer drink again, and just fresh and easy to make. And so, you know, you can make this at home as well. Of course, you want to come here and enjoy it and get our great service and atmosphere and our wonderful food as well.
Yes.
But what we have here is a cilantro, orange, and a spiced rum, and we choose to use Sailor Jerry's. It's got a little extra kick to it. It's about it's at the high 90s on the proof there.
Yep.
So it's less is more. Or
you can have one and have a great time, but it's going to taste so delicious. So the cilantro and the orange, what does that do with the taste of the rum?
Well, cilantro is kind of a lime flavor, but it gives it that fresh vibrantness to it as well. And so what we do is we take a little good sized pinch of cilantro leaves, not the stems, and then we also take oranges, and then we'll peel them like this, and then leave the meat into there to muddle.
I'm actually really good at this. I can come be a bartender here. Actually, I think I'm ready.
So we take this as just the garnish, and we kind of twist it up like that. But you have to be gentle, not to tear it or anything like that. You're good. You're doing better than some of my other bartenders.
You heard that correctly, guys. I know you're watching right now. Okay, so then what do we do?
That's the garnish, and then so what we do after this is we take a little bit of simple syrup with oranges and the cilantro, and when we're muddling, we definitely want to just break the veins of the herb. Otherwise, you get into the bitterness. And also, we want to oranges. We just want to make sure we press them hard enough to get the juice out of them. Don't want to over muddle it into where it's a mush.
So the trick there is not to muddle too much. You just want to do it a little bit to make sure that the flavors kind of all come together.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And when does the rum come in? I'm excited about that.
We're gonna add 2 ounces of the rum, and then we're gonna shake before we add the lemon lime soda. Lemon lime soda is kind of what gives it a little pop and a little refreshingness to it.
So there.
So now we'll shake it with all the ingredients in it. Because
give it a nice little shake.
If you're shaking carbonation, you pull this thing off.
Oh, it's going to go everywhere. Make sure that you don't do that. Okay. So there we have it, and we're just adding
lemon lime soda there.
Lemon lime soda at the very end, and is that about it?
Yeah, we're going to have to pull those decorations off and to let us pour it in here first.
And Jason, I want to talk about your drink menu for a second, because if you are wanting and you've been craving a craft cocktail, you kind of want to step out of the box and have something really delicious, and also have fun watching the bartender make it, because I know that you had a good time watching that. You can come here, grab a great appetizer, grab a really delicious bite to eat, and get a craft cocktail that looks just like that, and it's delicious. Also, right now, great for the summertime, Jason. It's so hot outside. This is super refreshing.
Yeah, and it's a Caribbean cooler. Hey,
There you go.
That's where you want to be, right? It's a Caribbean.
Absolutely. So we're going to pretend we're in the Caribbean, and all you have to do is come here to Benchmark American Brasserie and try one of these drinks. You're going to have a great time. Also, great team here, Jason. We always talk about your great bartenders, the staff here, your wife Becky, of course. Everyone just waiting for people to come visit you with open arms.
We've had a great staff, and we've been lucky and blessed by that. And I've had a lot of guys that have been with me for a lot of years.
Absolutely.
And I lean on them heavily.
There you go. All right, guys, we're going to put that information on the screen. Benchmark American Brasserie right here in Texarkana, Texas. Get in your car, come visit these guys, and order the Caribbean cooler. And stick around. We got more Loving Living Local after the break, so keep it tuned right here with us.
He did say something about having to restart.
Welcome back. Black-owned businesses are an essential part of our community, and with the recent nationwide events, it's more important now than ever to support them. But the question is, how can you find them here in Shreveport? Well, social media expert Callie Combs has created an app that includes just about every Black-owned business in the area. Callie, thank you very much for joining us here today.
Having me.
I guess let's get right into it. What made you want to create this app?
Well, I wanted to put my own spin and put my skills to work and support the movement. And I've been getting a lot of feedback, just years and years of living in Shreveport, that they wish they had just a Black directory so they could find businesses. I know people put on Facebook, hey, do you have a Black owned? Who does Black owned? You know, whatever. But I wanted to compile it and just make it a directory and make it accessible for everybody.
Now we're seeing video here of the app right now. How exactly does the app work?
So you just download it for free and you go on, you click on it, and it's going to be separated by different subjects and you know, taxes, finance, from everything. It's going to be all-inclusive. It's all-inclusive.
And you mentioned like these different industries. We can see a bunch of different
industries
right
so
here.
you just click on it and you're going to see the business name, the logo, their Facebook, or if they have social media, their phone number, and how to order. So you just can compile it all together and be good to go.
Now, for a business that would like to get on your app, how can they go about doing that?
Yes, so they just go to my email, sbblackbiz@gmail.com, and just make sure you send me your business logo, your phone number, any social media contacts, and just a little summary about the business so I know what it's about.
Now, is there any fee for business owners that would like to be a part of it?
There is no fee at all. I purposely wanted to do it just a free fee. I want every Black business to get on the app. And so just let people start using it.
Now, you mentioned that it's free also for those of us who want to download the app, but where can we go to download it?
So right now it is only on Android. I got some flack for that, so sorry Apple users, okay, but it is coming on Apple as well. Apple was giving us, I had to do some revisions to make it perfect for Apple. So it's in review right now, so and Apple users, it's coming.
Do we have, you know, I know that process takes a bit to get through it. Any kind of timetable that we can expect to see it on
I'm
iPhones?
expecting within the next couple of weeks, it should be live on Apple.
Well, Callie, thank you very much for joining us here today and telling us about this great app that you have that you've been able to bring to us. Well, coming up, Fernanda is going to rejoin us to show you the modern way to celebrate the life of a loved one. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, guys. In this segment for your family, we are talking about the celebration of life and what it means to plan a funeral, where you are doing just that, celebrating the life of a passing of a loved one. Today we are here with Brad Thomas at East Funeral Home in Texarkana. Brad, thank you so much for inviting us out.
Thank you for being here.
Tell us a little bit about the room we're in. This looks really beautiful, not what we're used to whenever we think of a funeral.
You're exactly right. You know, one of the things that we've grown up in using chapels and churches, which those are great. There's still a place for those, especially in our chapel. couples here. But we also have created this room, and it's less formal, it's more inviting, and instead of seeing the back of person's heads, here when you come in and sit down, everybody has a face because they're sitting at round tables. And so families love this room. They love to come and have a gathering here. After their service, many times the food is catered in, because you know that's one of the things that we love to do is visit with our family and have food. And so food can be gathered in after the funeral, brought in after the funeral, and then the family invite their family and friends to come and eat and visit and relax in a less formal environment. We have their memorial video playing on the large screen, and so it's just a new, unique room that is very inviting and comfortable.
Absolutely. And Brad, one of the things about funerals is that it brings people together, perhaps family members that you haven't seen in a while, and this really gives them a time to have some memories that are nice to remember. And not, yes, funerals are sad, it's the passing of someone that you love so dearly, but it's also a celebration of everything that they've lived before.
That's exactly right. And you know, one of the things that this room is important about, not everyone's home is large enough to accommodate all their friends and family at one time. And here they can come in and sit down and have a nice meal and visit and gather. And it also allows them not to have so many people through their home, which isn't a bad thing.
Yes.
But when they need a larger facility, this accommodates them.
Absolutely. This funeral home is taking care of it for you. And Brad, I want to talk about the detailing of how you guys have chosen to make the place look. You've got centerpieces at every table. It looks very nice and elegant, but still has that comfortable feel in here too.
It does. And one of the things we're planning to do in the future also is color coordinate it with each family. If they have a favorite sports team or something that's important, we'll probably be changing out the colors and the runners to match one of the things that their loved one really liked. So to make it more personal and personalize the room for each family that we serve.
Absolutely, Brad, that makes it so special. I know that's a really nice detail for everyone to incorporate whenever they're planning a funeral. I know everyone at home is wondering, Brad, how can they get a hold of you guys? Remind us where you're located.
We're at 2807 Moores Lane in downtown at 602 Olive, and our phone number is 903-793-3141.
Thank you, Brad, so much for having us out.
Thank you for being here.
All right, guys, you're seeing that information on your screen. Call that phone number, go to that website, or visit our friends here at East Funeral Home in Texarkana, Texas.
So just a lot of weather happenings, of course, dealing with the heat advisories here for the next few days. Eventually we'll have some rain returning over the 4th of July weekend, which should kind of help out with the temperatures, and it will likely also help out with this dust. I know this is a problem for a lot of folks, kind of coughing and sneezing and wheezing and having allergy-like symptoms. The reason is probably the Saharan dust layer, which will continue to thicken up here over the next 24 hours. So we'll be dealing with the dust again Thursday, and may see it start to dissipate somewhat Friday as we have a cold front that will make its way in. So that front will kind of help us eliminate the dust, at least temporarily, and it should shave a few degrees off the temperatures, drop our humidity. But again, the story here in the short term will continue to be the heat advisory. Not kidding, you go outside and you stand in the sunshine, it will feel like it's 105 to 109 degrees, not only today but tomorrow as well. So if you have to be out there, drink plenty of water. A lot of reasons just not to be outside, whether it's the heat, you know, just the dust.
It just has me looking forward to the weekend, getting away from the heat, getting away from the dust.
Right, the weekend or fall, fall or winter, one of those things. So hopefully that's headed our way soon. But we appreciate you guys joining us today. Look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you Thursday.
Have a good rest of your day.